It's November 2012, and I want to speak for a few minutes about consumer externalities. So, we often talk about negative externalities in cities. Both environmental and urban economists point out that an unintended consequence of lots of economic activity agglomerating in cities is pollution, crime, and congestion. In each of these three cases, nobody intentionally seeks to create pollution or congestion. Crime, there might be professional criminals at work. But in each of these cases, an unintended consequence of high population density is these three emergent bad things about urban living. And the claim that in the absence of government intervention, as cities get bigger, that each of these problems grows worse. And there's a whole literature measuring these scale effects of city size on pollution, crime, and congestion. There's also a literature in urban economics. Ed Glazer, Enrico Moretti, Vern Henderson, all of these guys have done terrific work on learning and productivity spillovers in cities. You're more likely to learn when you're located close to others, sort of the Jane Jacobs theories of urban productivity. And firms learn from each other when they locate close to each other, just serendipity, just the magic of face-to-face contact. And urban economists continue to measure these. What I want to focus on in our remaining time today is more of a distinctive consumer externality that Joel Waldvogel of the University of Minnesota, I think, has done some of the best work on. So let's start with restaurants, a very simple case. Suppose that I like Italian restaurants, Italian food, but I'm the only person where I live who likes Italian food. I'm going to face a problem that no Italian restaurant's going to open up in my neighborhood because there's a fixed cost to opening a restaurant. And if you anticipate that there's only one possible customer, there's no way you can recoup that fixed cost and earn a profit. And so in a case where I have an unusual preference, I just want Italian food, if I'm the only one with those preferences, I'm going to end up with less consumer surplus in areas where there's few people like me. Contrast that with a case where in some city there's thousands of people like me who have a taste for Italian French food, some fusion cuisine. When there's thousands of people with such preferences, for-profit businesses will discover this, and now there's a consumption externality. The presence of other people with similar tastes to mine creates an incentive for for-profit companies to cater to us. And if they face a fixed cost in opening their business, if there's enough of us, it could be profitable for them to open in our neighborhood. And so we see this routinely with restaurants, with culture. If you have a taste for certain types of musicals or theater, you have an incentive to locate in a city with similar, simpatico, like-minded people, because if there's enough of us, if we like some sort of left-handed opera singers, then somebody will open up an opera house and have left-handed opera singers sing to us, and there will be gains to trade. As an environmentalist, I'm especially interested in this in the case of green products. In a Santa Monica, California, well known for being home to liberal environmentalists, with enough of these folks living in close proximity, businesses that sell tofu food, that sell bicycles and other green products can profitably open in the neighborhood because there is a group of people willing to buy these products who lives there. And so when we talk about Tibu sorting, we're used to cases like if an area has good schools, those people who value good schools will locate in a place with high taxes that go to those schools to provide the good schools. But in the case of these consumer externalities, this actually reinforces Tibu sorting. So if environmentalists move to a Berkeley, California, because they think like-minded people are there, businesses that cater to these individuals are going to locate there, and this creates sort of a green domino effect that leads to even more environmentalists to locate in the area because there's simpatico people and there's simpatico products, the tofu restaurants, the bike stores, and other products they want. And so consumer externalities are another reason for urban agglomeration.